Speak up.
Me and my grandmother, been trying to move.
Trying to move.
Yes, to a different place that will have a house.
All right, and what is stopping you?
We can't find it.
You can't find your house?
Well, a new house, a new place, town.
Are you sure that you're looking in the place you actually wish to be? That really excites you the most? Or are you looking somewhere that isn't that exciting?
We have ideas and we're making them smaller and looking, but
You are making them smaller?
Yes.
Why aren't you making them bigger? Because things are easier to see when they're big and difficult to see when they're small.
More choices are complicated.
That's just a belief, you know. It's not a fact. And I'm not talking about adding more choices. I'm actually talking about reducing the choices to something that is more accurately and precisely representative of what you actually prefer, instead of looking at things that are not necessarily representative of what you really prefer. Is there somewhere else you would rather be looking? If there was absolutely no other consideration, nothing at all standing in your way, would you be looking in the places that you're looking, or would you be looking somewhere else? What would be the most exciting place to look? Dropping all other considerations. If you could be anywhere, where would you rather be?
Someplace north of United States.
Well, that sounds awfully precise.
Yeah.
Do you understand that the degree of vagueness in your response is representative of the degree of vagueness in your experience?
Yes.
You don't know what it is you actually prefer clearly enough to attract it. Therefore, you're having a very generally vague experience and not able to recognize it should it even show up. So why not get more specific? Not that it has to manifest that way, but the idea of being more specific is that it will focus you, it will clarify the energy, it will amplify the energy, and as soon as you become as specific as you can be in what represents to you the ideal outcome, as specifically as you can, so that you get as excited as you can by it, then drop the picture, stay in the energy of the excitement, and let the synchronicity show you the direction that you need to go in. By being very vague, you're not really building up enough energy for synchronicity to show you anything that is really clear. Is this making sense?
Yes, very.
Is this helping you?
Yes.
All right, so this is something that you're willing to do?
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, one of the laws is what you put out is what you get back. So if you're getting something back that doesn't seem clear, that's your first clue that what you're putting out isn't clear.
Greetings.
Therefore, you're getting exactly what you're putting out. Lack of clarity. Good day to you.
Good day. Thank you. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately.
Yes.
When you talk about parallel realities.
Yes.
I was trying to incorporate.
When I talk about parallel realities, or when I talk about parallel realities?
All of us.
Oh, all right.
Since technically, well, I guess I introduced it to myself by listening to you, but...
All right.
So I was looking for evidence.
Evidence of what?
Of the concept of parallel realities.
Well, it's all around you.
Yes. And the thing I was thinking about the most was the double slit experiment.
Yes.
That we call.
Yes. We understand your physics.
And been trying to make that make sense.
Well, it makes sense when you look at the bigger picture, the higher level of it, because everything exists everywhere at once. You understand that?
Yes.
Well, if everything exists everywhere at once, then things can appear to be in more than one place at the same time, because they... Yes?
Yes.
Therefore, whatever path a so-called particle may be taking isn't really a path that it's taking. The path is just your perception of the idea of all the different places that that particle exists simultaneously, and your interpretation of the idea of imposing a space-time linear framework upon all those simultaneous existences. Did that make sense to you?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the best metaphor I have is something like a sample rate, when we tend to take a snapshot of it, and,
Yes.
and that's just happens to be where we see it.
Yes.
Okay.
In your physics parlance, you are, when you take the snapshot, collapsing the wave function. And therefore that's what you get, because that's where and when and how you took the shot. But if you take a different shot, you'll get something different. As many of your physicists used to say, you get the result that you design the experiment for.
Yes.
Yes? So, knowing that nature, if you want to use that term, existence, is exceedingly efficient, it will never use more than it needs to create whatever it needs to create. Do you follow that so far?
Yes.
This is the basis for many of your scientific theories, is that you are looking for the irreducible equation that represents every expression in nature, because you know it is expressions of one single thing, yes?
Yes.
This is your so-called grand unified theory idea, yes?
Yes.
Well, if you understand that everything is an expression of one thing, which it is, then space and time are also reducible. Do you understand?
Yes.
Therefore, anything that you consider to be space and distance is reducible to one concept. Here. Anything that you consider to be time is reducible to one concept. Now. Therefore, everything exists here and everything exists now. But by being a different frequency of here and now, you create the illusion of many different places and many different times in which things appear to happen. But it's all happening in one single moment, in one single point. Therefore, the fact that you even experience the idea of different moments, different places, in and of itself is a demonstration of parallel realities, because even the next moment in time coexists simultaneously with the moment you just experienced. Therefore, since they both exist simultaneously, if you understand they're just expressions of one single moment, then even the concept of 1 second to another is an expression of parallel realities. Yes?
That helped.
Thank you.
Connecting those dots.
All right. Anything else?
Yes, I'm not exactly sure how to word this question.
Probably be best if you used language.
It's a good place to start.
Yes.
Well, some of my personal heroes, like people like Jimi Hendrix or Mozart,
Yes.
seem to have this intrinsic ability to, I guess, download knowledge, so to speak, for lack of a...
Well, you all have that intrinsic ability. The idea is that they're simply willing to function in the state of being that is reflective of the information that they prefer to download. Therefore, they get what is reflective of the state of being that they're generating. Yes?
Yes, okay.
That's all it takes. That's what all of you do. You get what is reflective of the state of being you're generating. Another fancy way of saying what you put out is what you get back. You can only experience information that is commensurate with the state of being you're in. You can't experience something you're not the vibration of first. You have to be the vibration of that idea first in order to even have the inspirations that go hand in hand with that state of being, with those ideas. You can't even imagine things if you're not the state of being in which those imaginations exist. So raising your frequency, acting on your highest passion, being your true self, amplifies your ability to receive downloads of information that are more reflective of that higher state of energy. Yes?
Yes.
They just understood this intuitively.
Yeah. Then
Yes.
I think what my sticking point is
Your sticking point.
yes, where I get caught up in that,
Oh, all right.
making it harder than it needs to be.
Making it harder than it used to be.
Used to be, even better.
All right. That is what you said.
Yes.
All right. Making it harder than it has to be and making it harder than it used to be. And that's why you feel stuck in the middle?
I think it's in the definition of
Absolutely it
what
is.
we're calling, some people call it source, some people call it Akashic records and things like that. And
Yes.
I think by putting this cosmic definition on it makes it less accessible.
Yes, in many ways that's true. But if you understand that everything exists here and now, then so does information. It's not like you have to go to some specific place called the Akashic Records and who knows where that might be and what level I have to go to find that. But if you understand that all information exists here and now, then all you have to do is resonate on the frequency that is representative of the information that you prefer, and you have access to it. You see, this is how it works for us. We operate in our society on what we call total synchronism. We don't have any memory at all. We simply know what we need to know when we need to know it. We don't remember things in the way that you think of memory. We just know what we need to know because we become the vibration of what we need to know. And it comes. It's just there. Yes?
Yes, I like that.
All right. Does this help?
Big time.
You feel
Big
a little
time.
less stuck?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please, all of you, again, remember that what we are sharing here with you is not, in essence, a philosophy, is not, in essence, an opinion. It's an observation of how things work. What we're doing is giving you an instruction manual of how existence works, how the machine works. That's all. Just read the instruction manual, understand how the mechanism works, and use it. That's all you have to do.